Let's be honest, there are a few universal truths in life. Water is wet, the sky is blue. And at some point, you found yourself in a McDonald's drive-thru at an ungodly hour, questioning your life choices while ordering a Big Mac. But have you ever stopped mid-bite and thought, wait a minute, is this actually beef? Oh yeah, we're going there. Before we dig into the meat, or is this actually meat, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, and let us know what other fast food mysteries you want solved. Alright, let's unwrap this thing, figuratively and literally. The Big Mac is a legend, a sandwich so famous that it has its own museum, its own song, and probably its own cult following. But how did this double-decker, sauce-slathered masterpiece rise to such fame? Let's rewind to the groovy days of 1967. The Beatles were ruling the charts, bell-bottoms were considered a fashion choice, and McDonald's was looking for a way to level up their burger game. Enter Jim Delegati, a Pennsylvania-based McDonald's franchise owner who decided that one patty simply wasn't enough. No, he needed 2 patties, an extra bun in the middle, and a mysterious tangy sauce to glue it all together. The result was the Big Mac. Now, back in the day, McDonald's wasn't even sure if people would go for a premium burger. At a whopping 45 cents, outrageous, right? It was pricier than a standard cheeseburger. But guess what? People loved it. So much so that by 1968, McDonald's rolled out the Big Mac nationwide. And just like that, a star was born. Let's talk about that jingle. You know the one. 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. That catchy, borderline hypnotic marketing move cemented the Big Mac in pop culture forever. McDonald's even turned the jingle into a promotional stunt, challenging customers to recite it correctly to win prizes. Imagine pulling up to a drive-thru and frantically blurting it out like your life depended on it. Pure marketing genius. But what really set the Big Mac apart was its consistency. McDonald's built its empire on the promise that no matter where you are in the world, New York, Tokyo, or a random airport in the middle of nowhere, you're getting the same Big Mac. That's part of its magic. It's reliable, it's predictable, and it tastes exactly like the one you had when you were a kid. But let's be critically honest here. Nobody's ordering a Big Mac because they think it's high-quality gourmet dining. No, we order it because it's comforting. It's the burger equivalent of your favorite childhood blanket. Warm, familiar, and just the right amount of messy. But the real question remains, what's actually inside it? Alright, time for the million-dollar question. What's really in McDonald's beef? Because, let's face it, people love a good conspiracy theory. McDonald's proudly claims that their burgers are made from 100% pure beef. But here's the thing, just because something is 100% something doesn't mean it's high quality. I mean, a hot dog can be 100% meat, but do we really want to know which parts it's made from? Let's break it down. The Big Mac patties are made from ground beef, specifically cuts like chuck, round, and sirloin. They're blended together, formed into those thin little discs, and then flash frozen to maintain freshness. The official McDonald's website swears there are no fillers, extenders, or additives, just beef. But wait, what about all those rumors? First up, the worm myth meat has been making the rounds since the 70s. The claim is that McDonald's was using ground-up worms in its burgers because they were supposedly cheaper than beef. First of all, ew. Second of all, do you know how expensive worm farming actually is? McDonald's is all about efficiency, and if they wanted a cheaper alternative, they'd probably go with something far less wiggly. And second, the pink slime panic. The infamous pink slime scandal. In the early 2000s, news broke that many fast food chains were using lean, finely textured beef, or LFTB, a product made from beef trimmings treated with ammonia to kill bacteria. The media went wild, and suddenly everyone was convinced they were eating some kind of radioactive science experiment. The truth was that it was technically beef, but the PR disaster was enough for McDonald's to drop it completely in 2012. Number 3, it's not actually beef conspiracy. Some people just refuse to believe McDonald's serves real beef. Maybe it's the uniform taste, maybe it's the texture, or maybe it's just too good to be true. But multiple independent tests have confirmed that yes, McDonald's patties are real beef. So, sorry to disappoint the tinfoil hat crowd. But here's where things get a little murky. Just because something is real beef doesn't mean it's high-quality beef, as I said before. McDonald's prioritizes consistency and efficiency over premium flavor. The beef is lean, and because of that, it doesn't have the rich, juicy marbling you'd find in a gourmet burger. It's designed to be cooked quickly and taste the same everywhere. Oh, and let's talk about the seasoning. Ever notice how McDonald's burgers taste identical no matter where you go? That's because they use a very specific salt and pepper ratio applied exactly the same way to every single patty. There's no grill master at your local McDonald's tweaking flavors. Nope, just a precise, robotic system ensuring that every Big Mac tastes exactly as corporate intended. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. So, where do these billions of Big Mac patties come from? Are there giant underground McDonald's-owned cow farms somewhere? Is there a secret McBeef lab? Not quite. McDonald's sources its beef from large-scale industrial farms across the US, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. These farms supply beef to massive processing plants where it's ground up, shaped into patties, and frozen before being shipped out to McDonald's locations worldwide. Now, McDonald's claims to have strict quality control standards. They say their beef is free from added hormones, at least in the US, free from antibiotics unless medically necessary, never frozen during transport, only flash frozen post-processing. Sounds good, right? Well, it is, but let's not romanticize it. This is factory farm beef, produced at an industrial scale. It's efficient, but it's not exactly coming from cows that spend their days frolicking in lush green meadows. And let's talk about the volume. McDonald's serves about 2.5 billion burgers a year. That's nearly 7 million burgers per day. Do you know how many cows that requires? Millions. Keeping up with that demand means sourcing from multiple suppliers and ensuring that every single patty meets the same uniform taste standard. So while McDonald's beef is real, it's also fast food beef. It's designed to be mass-produced, consistent, and cost-effective. It's not bad, but it's definitely not the dry-aged, grass-fed Wagyu fantasy you might be imagining. Now we come to the Big Mac's secret weapon, the sauce. That creamy, tangy, slightly sweet, slightly mysterious concoction somehow ties the whole burger together like a perfectly placed rug in a chaotic living room. For years, McDonald's convinced people that this sauce was a classified recipe locked away in a vault next to Coca-Cola's secret formula and Colonel Sanders' 11 herbs and spices. But here's the thing. If McDonald's was guarding it that closely, they wouldn't have accidentally leaked the recipe in 2012. Yeah, the secret sauce isn't so secret anymore. So, what's in it? Drumroll, please. Mayonnaise, sweet pickle relish, yellow mustard, vinegar, garlic powder, onion powder, and paprika. That's it. That's the sauce that has people losing their minds. It's basically a fancy Thousand Island dressing with a marketing budget. But let's give credit where credit is due. McDonald's knows how to make a sauce hit. Even if it's a simple combination of everyday condiments, something about the way it's mixed, slathered, and paired with those salty beef patties makes it iconic. You just can't replace Big Mac sauce with ketchup or ranch and expect the same experience. It's like swapping out Beyoncé and Destiny's Child. You'll notice something's missing. While we're talking about sauce, let's address the outrageous amount of effort people put into recreating it at home. YouTube is flooded with copycat Big Mac sauce videos. People are out here measuring ingredients with scientific precision, as if they're breaking the Da Vinci Code, all for a burger they could just buy for $5. But hey, dedication is dedication. Okay, so we've established that the Big Mac is delicious, but let's talk about its relationship with, health. One Big Mac packs about 550 calories, 30 grams of fat, and 45 grams of carbs. Throw in some fries and a Coke, and congratulations, you've consumed a small village's daily calorie intake in one sitting. But let's address the elephant in the room. How bad is it really? Well, compared to some fast food monstrosities, triple-stacked bacon-wrapped cheese-stuffed burgers, the Big Mac isn't that outrageous. At 550 calories, it's actually lower than some of its competitors. Ever looked at the numbers on a Wendy's Baconator? Yeah, it's terrifying. At the end of the day, a Big Mac isn't going to ruin your life. Moderation is key. If you balance it out with actual vegetables once in a while, you'll be just fine. So after all this investigation, let's answer the question once and for all. Is McDonald's Big Mac beef actually 100% real? Yes, McDonald's uses 100% real beef. But here's the catch. The beef is mass-produced, lean, and optimized for cost and consistency. The Big Mac is what it is, a fast, cheap, irresistibly guilty pleasure that has stood the test of time. And honestly, that's all it ever needed to be. Now, if you'll excuse me, all this talk about Big Macs has made me dangerously hungry. See you at the drive-thru. But before that, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more foodie stuff. See you in the next video.